Hi, I'm Dean from Launch Finance, and I'm here now just to talk to you about credit cards. Best way to use them and the best way to get the most benefits out of them. Okay, credit cards, the bane of everyone's existence. A fantastic product in the right hands and not so great in the wrong hands. Look, some tips. Firstly, your credit card type. If you can, go for a low interest type facility. Okay, so obviously you won't get the bells and whistles, the membership points, which is so often spruiked and promoted. But realistically, particularly if you're going to have a bit of debt on the card, go for low interest. It's going to cost you a lot less in the long term. Second from there, obviously you want to pay it off. Okay, so pay off each month. I know it's tempting to take the minimum monthly balance and just cover it, but what's happening there is you're not covering the full portion, the interest capitalises and the debt just slowly blows out. And when you talk about high rates, it's up to 20% on a credit card, that interest capitalisation catches up very quickly. But if you pay it off every month, fantastic, doesn't cost you anything, convenient product, absolutely awesome to use. The other tip is obviously just be aware of your limits. If you've got a large credit card limit, 20, 25,000, quite common, particularly if you don't use it, if you're only using a small portion of that, just be aware if you go for new borrowings, car loan, home loan, the bank will always assume that limit is fully drawn, and that will affect your borrowing capacity on other facilities. So try not to have a limit that you don't need, and be aware when you go for new borrowings, just reduce it back, will give you a stronger borrowing capacity going forward. Something else with credit cards, obviously be careful with security. Don't push a number out there any more than you need to, particularly for any borrowings that you can't just take the card back. These days it's tap and go, all those sorts of things. Going overseas, make sure you contact your lender, let them know you're going, that you'll be using your card, where you are, so that when you get there, if you're going to go to Bali, if you haven't let them know, they generally won't honour the transaction straight away, could cause you some problems. So keep them aware and they'll protect your card and they'll protect you. And lucky last, a credit card is fantastic for convenience. So you use the card online, buy your stuff. Everyone has the use of the facility, and used in the right hands, they're just very, very useful tools. The danger with them, of course, is that we incur debt that we don't pay off immediately. It spirals out of control and you end up with a lot of small, unsecured credit debt that takes a little while to pay off. So look, an alternative to that is simply a Visa debit card. So a Visa debit card has all the same benefits. You could use it like a credit card, but instead of incurring debt, it simply takes that transaction directly out of your nominated savings or check transactional account, and it's just coming from money you already have. So you don't incur debt, but you get all the convenience of the same benefits. Credit card, really useful, used correctly, great product. Just be mindful, because if it's not, it can come back and bite you a bit.